Sagittarius. So I've come to realize that I sing y'all names. That's like my trademark thing, that I just sing y'all names when we start the video. Anyway, thank you for being here. I have some messages for you. But before we get into these messages, I smoke, I curse, I speak of and reference God because that's who I believe in and I pray to. And there will be noise in the background of my videos. That's just how life goes. If you have a problem with those things, click the top right little X and then go find yourself a more suitable reader. If not, and you're sticking around, thank you. I appreciate you being here. And like I said, I have messages. I have like pages of messages for you guys. There was a lot, so brace yourself. Now this first part of the messages was 12:20 p.m. 12:20 4/28/26. So that was a few days ago that was like a week ago, going into the full moon. I kept on, and this is the reason that you're getting your reading. Here we are all these days later, like a week. The 28th was Tuesday, a week and 2 days late. That's why you're getting your reading a week and 2 days later, is because I have more messages that came through and I kept on getting interrupted every time I went to go do your reading. So the nuances, disruptions, and annoyances collectively. People in general, existence in a shitty mood. Why? Because of their life. 28 is significant. You might be born on the 28th. 10-1, new beginnings. 10 and 1, because the 28 breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. New beginnings, initiation, energy, starting something new. Not the time for that though. Sitting still, healing. Time for sitting still, healing. Look back. Look inside. There's no back. Look inside what needs to be brought to the light within you, to your subconscious mind being used. You know it. Allow it. Pisces energy, the martyr. Foggy, not seeing clearly. Their intentions, repetitive. Hamster wheel, not changing. Lifestyle, causing stagnancy. Not authentic. Fronting, pretending to be something they're not. Stunting for the gram. Decades of doing this. Haven't learned yet. What needs to be released is all of the identities you have assumed through the decades. Some of you placed on yourself. Some were placed on you and you just accepted them. Assume your own identity. Fire horse. Centaur. 27.5 degrees. Center of the galaxy. Assume your position. Yours, no one else's. Now, that was the beginning of the first part. And then here we are, 1247. This is 1247. Uncover, find piece of history. Uncover, find piece of history. So you're either finding or you're uncovering. Uncover, discover, undiscover, undercover. FBI, not good. Tapping out of that, trying to, someone will talk to get themselves a plea deal. I wanted to say get themselves out of a sticky, fucked up situation they got themselves into. Whoever this person is, whoever this person believes in or prays to, is upset with them for having to go to God on their behalf and ask for grace, because feel foolish and doesn't see why God would honestly help them, so doesn't try. Before I even flip the page, I feel like I need to reread that. That was like, uncover, discover, cover, undercover, FBI, not good. Tapping out of that is what I said. I was tapping out of that. I didn't want to be in that energy with the FBI. And I said trying to tap out of that, but I couldn't. Someone willing to talk to get themselves a plea deal. So that's very fucking clear. I said what I said. I wanted to say get themselves out of a sticky, fucked up situation they got themselves into. So that's what I originally wanted to say, or was thinking. This person is willing to talk to get themselves out of a sticky situation that they created for themselves. So the person that they pray to or believe in is upset with them. They're upset with them because they have to go to God on their behalf. They feel foolish. Doesn't have to be crime, law, God. Could be caught up, messed up situation, friendship with you, and no, they can't call you the fixer to fix this for them. Situation they got themselves into multiple times before. If you help them, you will loosen the hold on your own possessions only to enable them to do it again. Drugs, bail, I don't know. That seems, again, really clear. Like, Sag, this is like, could be caught up with a messed up situation or friendship. They could have messed up that situation or friendship with you, and know that they can't call you the fixer to fix this for them. Remember earlier I said you were the martyr. This is a situation they got themselves into multiple times before. So again, that's that sticky situation that they knew better, that they got themselves into anyway. That's that. If you help them, you will loosen the hold on your own possessions only to enable them to do it again. Are you willing to loosen the hold on your own possessions to enable to somebody to continue to make the same mistakes that they've been making? Is that worth it? This is like, I get serious energy from this. This is not a joking matter. I'm not lighthearted. This is, I'm taking this shit very seriously. Drugs, bail, I don't know. Finds a piece of history. Could find out a piece of history, find an actual piece of history. The door that had been previously shut is now open to you. Answers. Ancestors were wicked, so unworthy. You are the first. Black sheep. I meant to write sheep. Black sheep. As in, the choice is yours. You made it. You broke it. Discovery. Discovery Channel, History Channel, full of shit. I said what I said. Well then, scratch his head. Someone needs a bath of physical and spiritual. Start with physical. Just truly calling someone nasty. I was laughing. Just truly calling someone nasty. I was laughing. Maybe you're doing this, but it's true. I hear somebody saying it's true. I'm doubling down on it. Double up. Nipsey, nips, little bottles of liquor. Ew. Bump. Bum. Ew, bum. Heard a female voice say that to a dude who just tried to stunt on her at the liquor store. Door slams. Over, no more. Will not open again. Run along now, Slick Rick. Too immature, ain't teenagers. But your ratchet ass speaks like one. Ouch. Oh well, motherfucker. Hee-haw, donkey ass, stupid, stubborn, mulish. Fucking hilarious. Witnessing on bus. Maybe a train, out in line. Somewhere just sitting out in the world doing their own thing, witnessing this and laughing hard as fuck. I almost fall out, but I can't because I'm trying not to be dramatic, but nearly full. Teary-eyed laughing while someone else is teary-eyed crying. Goodness sake, that was a lot. Over now, though, glad about that. 1:03 p.m. So, yeah. That was a lot, and I hope you are truly the person witnessing that and not involved in it. But if you're truly the person witnessing this, you're gonna laugh so fucking hard, because at first I was like, this is serious energy, and then as soon as I got out of the cop shit and I got into this, the ill bum, as soon as oh my goodness, one really hee-haws. If you see somebody hee-haw like a donkey or somebody in an argument, there's your confirmation. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. All right, let's get to the cards, because those are all your messages, and I think that that's plenty. I don't know about you. I already pre-shuffled and I prayed when I was shuffling, and I prayed again just a few minutes ago before I started, because there was a little interval in between when I got ready to do your reading the first few times and then now when I'm actually started it. That came together quite nicely. Something that you may have thought was going to be hiccups with rolls out smoothly. So if you're doing a new launch or soft launch, you're opening a business like a restaurant or something, and you, for your first day, there's going to be hiccups opening day. Lots of noise, lots of commotion. You're thinking there's going to be hiccups. Things actually run smoothly. They flow smoothly and efficiently. You're going to be thankful. You're like the shiny new spot. Everybody's excited to go. To go and be seen. Something about being seen there. This could be a club or something like that's getting as much attention as the Met Gala right now. I see that it's all over the place. What does Sag need to know for May, please? Sagittarius for the month of May. Fire horse, fire sign, fire centaur. That 27.5 degrees. The center of the galaxy. And that's you, pointing that arrow. Something about you are the center of the galaxy. What does Sagittarius need to know for the month of May, please? I'm gonna get their inner square. Usually I only knock twice, and I knock 3 times. It just sounded like somebody knocked at the door. I had to like function. I just, the hesitation. You might be hesitating with something for no reason. There's no reason for you to hesitate. If you are hesitant about something, or to do something, or to release something, or to write something, or to take off, or whatever it is that you're hesitating, don't. You have no reason to hesitate. You're doing the right thing. A lot of commotion. So if you are opening, it's a lot of commotion. Yeah. Like I feel like the people who are witnessing that dispute that I was describing earlier, I feel like that commotion is a part of that. Oh wait. We were supposed to shuffle. Ooh. Got caught up in all the commotion and I forgot. I always shuffle in between the inner square and the outer square. Give me a second. Let this... I see vehicle go by. Told you there'd be noise in the back of my videos. So, as I was saying, I always shuffle in between the inner square and the outer square. The inner square is you, your destiny. The outer square are outside influences, other energies that could affect your decisions, and your inner square, if that makes sense. So me personally, I like to shuffle in between them because I feel like they're always different energies. Well, at least very well they should be. It shouldn't be a continuation. Let's see what we get. Well, I mean, maybe it is. Flip it over so that way it's not showing, because when they're showing, it's a distraction. I start reading them, and I mean, yeah, I should be reading them, but I just mean like especially with the inner and the outer squares. I need one more please for Sagittarius' outer square for May, please, and thank you. If somebody does show up at your door, you're gonna shut the door. abruptly. So I don't know if it's somebody who's not welcome in your house, or somebody that you leave at the door and then y'all speak there and then you shut the door abruptly after, or whatever. But somebody, you're going to shut the door abruptly. And that was that. Alright, so here we go. Here we go, here we go. But I'm not gonna know. I don't know who sings that. It's an old rap song. Somebody leaves abruptly, unexpectedly. That's not what I see in the cards. That was sorry. Just give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the square, the inner square, so I can get like the full story. At the center of the reading is you. Your sense of help, not help. Oh, you may feel like you need help, but that wasn't what I was getting. Your sense of self. Your sense of self, your personality, how you shine. The things that make up you. The things that make your heart beat. The vitality that you hold. That's at the center of the reading. Something or someone near you is trying to disrupt this, which would be your sense of self. Your popularity. This is August 13th may be significant. If you know of someone who was born on August 13th that you have around you, that person is the snake. And you're saying right now, no fucking way that person is the snake. But I'm telling you, I'm giving you the communication about it. This is somebody who instigated something. Who instigated something to get you to do something fucked up. It's like taking a recovering alcoholic, somebody who truly wants to be in recovery, who's been in recovery for a long time. It's like saying with them, oh, come on, you could come to my birthday. Yeah, it's at the bar, but you don't have to drink, and you know, you're stronger than that. But meanwhile, giving them the environment and enticing them to get them to take that drink. It's like, I don't want to say set up, but I want to say set up. The number 13 is significant. 13 and the multiples of, so 4 and 9, 8 and 5, 6 and 7, 1 plus 7, 6 plus 2. Why did I just make up the multiples of 8? This person had time. Lots of time to come up with multiple different methods, equations. How to cause problems in your life. Maybe instigate between you and your children. Hold on, I just lost cards because I moved the whole table. Pardon me. Or this is you. You did everything you could to piss somebody off. Because you didn't like the fact they were just happy or popular. Put a wedge in between them and their family. Backstabbed them. Lied about them. Talked about them behind their back. Something about the 3 and the 5, the 8. Could have been born in 85, 83. There's a lot of burdens out here. 13, 23, 23 is 5. Somebody gave this all that they had. And they look disappointed. I don't know, disappointed at their own immaturity or disappointed that it didn't work. I can't tell. And guilty that they can't tell anybody that they did it. It didn't work. Disappointed it didn't work. Guilty that they sorry, the sad and shit that they can't tell anybody that they did it. So they can't gloat in it and it didn't work. You sorry as fuck. The person was excited to do this to you. Felt like David taking down Goliath. It's over money. Ever since you came into money. So I don't know if you still have money or if you had money, but ever since it looks like in the past you had money. I don't know if you still have it, but ever since you came into money, you gained these enemies. When you gained wealth, you gained these enemies. And in the past 2 years, you've been disappointed. And replaying things that were said in your head. It's like getting into an argument with somebody that you love in your family, and they tell you that you're never gonna be shit, and then you don't speak to them, and here you are years later and you are something, but you're like replaying these things in your head. I don't know why you would want to. 88, 55, 10, 10, 10. Let's see the scoreboard. You know how in like places and events that they have judges? They usually have 3, like in boxing they have 3. 10, 10, 10. Somebody did something perfectly. You scored 10s across the board. Heard death to my enemies. Number 32 is significant. Something is neutral. Your mind. It's like a neutralizer. All this shit, fucked up shit comes in, and your mind, like, I don't know, releases whatever it does, and it like purifies the thought, and it transmutes it into something more palatable. That's what I just heard. I feel like your ultimate happiness is at stake here. I don't know why it would be. But I don't see, through all this shit and these family issues and the disappointments, and you recognize that this enemy, you have this enemy. It's like on both sides. Maybe on both sides of your family. You have somebody that you know you really don't fuck with. Maybe an aunt on both sides. One's an air sign, one's a fire sign, but they're just like the same. Just the fire sign is younger than the air sign. Maybe it's like a mother and a daughter, like your aunt and your cousin. Whatever it is, it's like they don't really like you. Be the work. $13, $32, $23, $31. Could be the building number or the address of your job. This person. 1, declaring you are enough. And anybody who doesn't want to be here can go. And you're communicating that. You're not taking on anybody else's burdens anymore. Let's get the outside circle. I mean, the outside circle. You know, Sag, I called it the outside circle today in another reading. And I called it that while I was shuffling. Something about the outside circles. Collectively, that is. Because like I said, it came up in another reading as well. Sorry, my belt is stabbing me. Let's see what we got here. Keep knocking over my amethyst. I'm just going to leave it right here. Whatever the situation is, this enemy is something that's been long standing. It's not something that you're unaware of. It's like you and your neighbor don't get along, but y'all have never gotten along, so y'all don't fuck with each other. It's a mutual understanding. It's long standing. That person is your enemy, and you know, above you or below you, that neighbor is not, they don't fuck with you. You know that. You know that any moment they gonna run and tell your landlord something to try to get you kicked out or something. You understand? Some of you, they may be Caribbean. Your family is standing directly in between fulfillment of your highest hopes. Good health, wealth, money, house, whatever the fuck it is, your family, and the betrayals and the arguments that you're having with them, there's 3 of them. Or there's 3 of you involved in this argument. They're standing directly in between you and your fucking highest hopes, fulfillment of your highest hopes. 3310. 3051. There's something about an argument that you had 3 years ago, 30 months ago, with somebody in your family, maybe of equal or just higher stature, like maybe an older sibling. What I mean by higher stature, slightly older. Or like you and an older cousin who was like 2 years older than you. But whatever the cause of that argument was, it seems like it was you were talking about them or exposed their secrets, or someone did it to you. They did it to you. They exposed your secrets. And it fucked up. It fucked with your mental. Fucked with the way that people perceived you and the way you perceived yourself. It's like growing up with a parent who says that you ain't shit, you're stupid, you're stupid. After a while, you believe you're stupid. Or being in prison and being told that you ain't never gonna amount to shit. And that fucks with your mental. You look good on the outside, but there's that 13 again. And the 5. Somebody died a long time ago. This isn't recent. Somebody died. It could have been like 3 years ago, a long time ago, but it's not like a recent wound or somebody who's going to die. Okay, I just want to, like, I feel like I need to warn you. But somebody died and they left you something. They died unexpectedly. They didn't expect to die as soon as they did, and they didn't really get to tie things up in order as much as they would like to. Suppose that person could have ridden a Harley or dirt bikes, or they could have liked them, but they died unexpectedly, and they didn't get to tie up like their assets and shit. And it took a long time for shit to get sorted out. But they might have left it to you. This person might have died when you were a little kid, 6, 13, 5, 8, or 10. They could have died when you were a kid, and they left you something. But for whatever reason, it didn't get to you. The people who were your caregivers were immature or didn't know how to handle it or were burdened. But because it was meant for you, it comes back around. It's like playing fetch with a dog. He can't find it, he's gonna go find it, and he's gonna bring that shit back. You got a lot of fake friends around you, though. You got a lot of people who are just smiling in your fucking face, who don't mean shit to you. Your birthday could be on the 27th. April 27th could be significant to you. You might have got a letter or a message somewhere between April 15th and the 27th. Or you might get a letter somewhere between the 15th and the 27th with regards to this person who died and left you something. This is all orchestrated. The past pains and disappointments, you weren't ready. You had money in the past and you blew it. So whatever this is coming in for you, that's coming back around, that's being delivered to you or whatever have you, that is that's coming now. It didn't come sooner because you fucked up some money in the past. Not like fucked it up, but like immaturely handled it. Because you didn't know any better, because it wasn't the right time, because of the people you had around you, because you weren't guided, because you weren't grounded. You were just flashy about it, just telling everybody you had all the money, you wanted to be the center of attention all the time, and you were. And now all those people that you wanted to be the center of attention for are gone. They're all living their own lives full of fucking disappointment and conflict. And you see this now and you're like, damn, I really enjoyed these people at one point. I really wanted to work with these people at one point. I really made plans with these people at one point. Got 333 out here. And then you got the 33 card. You also got 555. 1, 2, 3. And then you have 10, 10, 10, 10. You have all 4 10s. 10, 10, 10, 10. All 4 10s. If that's not initiating a new beginning, I don't know what to tell you. That's endings in all areas of your life. You're recognizing where you've been successful and where you haven't been, and making changes accordingly. And one of the things that you're going to have to make changes to is the people that you have around you. Willingly knowing that you have snakes around you and still continuing to allow them to be around you. People that you don't fuck with, allowing them, like knowing that these people are jealous of you, or knowing that they talk shit about you behind your back and still hanging out with them. You don't fucking need them. And that's what you're learning. You're learning to cut them out. You're learning that the only person you need is yourself. I believe you need God as well, but in terms of people, the only person you need is yourself. You shine all on your own. You don't need to work with anybody else to be happy. You don't need to be with anybody else to be happy. And as long as you're yourself, you have like great energy. Stay in your own energy. Stay in your own energy. Stay true to yourself. Shine. Celebrate yourself. It's going to bring in great prosperity and luck to you. Abundance, good luck, just goodness and recognition. July 10th might be significant, or October 7th could be significant for you. You might be 38. All your dreams, it seems like you achieve things later on in life. You might have not thought that you were going to be anything. You might have had dreams as a little kid. You know, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then you answer. But then as you got to be a young adult, and as you got to be an adult and a teenager and a young adult and all those different phases and cycles of life, you might have like lost that and lost the having goals in the first place. You know what I mean? You might have just got caught up in the I have to work and pay bills, and that kind of matrix kind of bullshit. And somewhere along the lines, you like lost touch with goals, dreams, and ambitions. And this is you coming full circle. It's coming back around, and you have the opportunity to achieve those things now. I feel like you're in alignment, regardless of all the fuckery that's around you. You're balanced and you're in alignment. I feel like you just need to stay there. And like I said, make your circle just you. And you might feel like it's a lonely place, but it's for your own best interest. It's to protect you, and you're not gonna be lonely forever. But right now, the people who are around you are fake, and they don't have your best interest at heart. That argument that you witness is their energy manifesting in the physical world in front of you. And you know how you laughed about it? You wouldn't have been laughing if you were involved, right? That's what I'm saying. Separate yourself and don't feel bad when you do so. This maybe was supposed to have come in when you're 35, or when you're 35 is when the initiation started and the struggles. Because you had to go through trials and tribulations. You had to go through like the trials of Job. You had to go through those experiences to be able to gain whatever this is, for this to come back into you, for you to be ready for it. Because like I said, you fucked it up the first time. I don't know who sings it. There's that song. It's been a long road since I've seen you, my friend. Something, something, something. When I see you again. That When I See You Again song. I just almost cried when I thought of it and went to try to sing it, and it's not even happening. 53. Somebody might have passed away when they were 53. They had plans. They had plans, they had dreams, they had goals, they had aspirations. 35, they might have passed away when they were 35. They wanted to get married. They might have planned to get married and took a long time to actually decide to do it, and then passed away before they got to get married. 1999 might be significant. The number 8 is heard 8 is great, but the number 8 is significant. If somebody in your family might expose the fact that you have some kind of health thing going on. You might have an STD, you might have HIV or something like that, or you might have something as like diabetes, you know. It could be something that is accepted, or it could be something that's not widely accepted. But it's not something that you wanted everybody to know. And somebody may have shared that information. And it seems like if they do, it's for money. So like, say, for instance, you have HIV and you've lived with it all your life. And now we have the AIDS walk coming up. And someone wants to do the AIDS walk and the sponsor, and they name you in their little intro thing and post it, and now everybody's looking at you like, why they name you? You have HIV, and you're looking at this person like, what the fuck is the matter with you? But the intention there was to gain money, to gain funding, and they didn't realize that that was being a really fucked up, inconsiderate friend to you. I don't know how you wouldn't realize that, but they didn't. This person who passed away might have passed away from HIV. Something about July 15th. Alright, then I'm out of here, Sag. Like I said, stay in alignment, stay grounded, and just trust yourself. You can't trust the advice of others. No matter how much you think they're down, no matter how much you think they're your team, no matter how much you think that they want to see you win, you can't trust their advice. So trust yourself, stay grounded, and just work on you. It's like head down and work on your own paper. You understand? Kind of like that. And don't be disappointed. There's no reason for you to be disappointed about anything that ends abruptly, any of these friendships or anything like that, because any friendship or connection that ends abruptly, it wasn't meant for you. They weren't there for the authentic self. Remember, stick with your authentic self. Shine, alright? Shine. Don't worry about who you outshine. Don't worry about who you blind. Just shine. The sun doesn't say, I don't want to shine today because I don't want to rise today because the mountain's going to block my view. No, the sun rises and shines anyway. Fuck those mountains. Fuck the clouds. I'm going to shine. That's how they do it. That's how you got to do it. Alright, Sag. Much, much, much love to you. Like I said, keep your head down, focus on your own paper. And I'll check back in a couple weeks, the end of the month, because this is the month of the blue moon. We have 2 full moons. Alright, so I'll see you soon. Until next time. Bye.